Well, this year has started off on a very positive note, and 3 games played. Man United, I'm not going to hate to lose any game, and I think this is the longest run that Ten Hag is going to hate to have this season. Remember, we beat Wigan by 2-0, then we drew with Tottenham Hotspur 2-2, and yesterday went ahead to beat Newport County by 4-2. And it is really one of those runs that you would like us to extend when we play teams like Wolverhampton Wanderers on Thursday. You know, I thought the game was going to be on Wednesday, but the game is going to take place onto a Thursday. Then play away at West Ham. That is host West Ham on Sunday. That is Sunday this week. We are going to be hosting West Ham at Old Trafford. Then Aston Villa, playing away at Aston Villa. 18th February, that's when you're going to play against Luton Town. 24th February, hosting Fulham at at Old Trafford. And then we are going to be playing away on the 5th round of the FA Cup, meaning that those are how many games in February? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So we are going to play 6 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we can continue this run against Wolverhampton Wanderers on Thursday and win, West Ham and win, I think we can even win against Aston Villa, guys. However much they're playing away from home, with the squad that we are having and players increasingly returning, it's gonna go on as well. Luton Town, I think we can beat them. Fulham, I think the hardest game you're gonna play is that of Aston Villa. That is it. So if out of the 6 games we go ahead and we win 5 of those, even if we lose 1 in the Premier League and win 5, even that of the FA Cup, that would be something great for us. And I would like to see us going on an unbeaten run of like 10 games, because that will give us a very good goal. Welcome to this channel. Rokan David is my name. It's a Monday, and we thank God for the gift of life. And Allah, thank you too for protecting the Muslims. Now, player ratings is what we are going to do. Don't forget to subscribe. And let's start off with Ben Dayer. I liked everything that I had to do. He made some 2-3 serious saves. His ball distribution is really great. And all of us have been waiting for this moment to obviously see what Ben Dayer has to offer on his day. And finally, we've gotten to know that he's really one of the best goalkeepers that can come in through as a second choice. And I think next season is going to be really good for him, because he'll be having at least 2 tournaments to obviously see to it that he really plays there. I think in the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, all those are going to be his. Ten Hag was afraid of obviously playing him in the FA Cup, in the Carabao Cup, because he thought that he couldn't match with the Premier League teams. And he showed us that he doesn't trust him in the game of Wigan and gave it to Andrew Onana. But yesterday he gave him that game and it really went ahead to go on well. And I would like to see Ten Hag trusting this man in the FA Cup again. Even if you've been drawn against Chelsea or Aston Villa, Wrexham, or name it, I think we can obviously go on and really get ourselves going to where we deserve to be. Now, after that, let's obviously go to Ben Dayer, and I'm giving him a 7.5 out of 10. What a debut for him. First Turkish international to play for Man United, and that has gone to head down in history, and he has gone ahead to put out posts that I'm going to obviously bring to you in the next video that we're going to be doing onto this channel of Ben Dayer. Now, after him, let's go to the right back, Diogo Dalot. Now, one of the players I'm 100% sure that people will eat their words for is this guy. It's none other than Diogo Dalot. I've seen people coming out and really criticize him, but I thought that it was really a far-fetch. And there is no way you come out and criticize this guy. And some people just look at the game as it goes, but they don't look at the stats. Now, let me show you the stats of Diogo Dalot, and I tell you that he is the best right back. He's one of the best right backs in the Premier League and is improving day in, day out. Now, Diogo Dalot's game by numbers versus Newport: 88% passing accuracy, 86 touches, 61 out of 69 passes completed, 4 key passes, 3 out of 4 long balls completed, 3 out of 4 aerial duels completed or won, 3 clearances, 2 out of 2 grand duels won, 1 assist. And he had 4 big chances created in that game. That is Diogo Dalot for you. And if one is coming in through and really downplaying his efforts, then football is not meant for you guys. Because I know I might be having an agenda on a player, but when the player puts in a very good performance, I have to come out and really hail him. You know, I said a lot about this in the match reaction, and I think we should change the way we look at things. Diego Dallo, he takes an 8 out of 10 for me because he puts in an assist, something that I've always gone ahead to see to it that we really get. Like you saw Luke Shaw going in for the third goal, and it really ricocheted off the post, and it attracted a bounder from Antony. That's what I want to see our fullbacks do. In every game, if they can really average 5 balls in the box, then we can obviously get the going better and better and better. So for me, it's really great. And I would love to see those. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. That is 8.5 out of 10 for Dallo. That's the right back. And let's go to the left back of the day. That has been Luke Shaw, and he also had some good game by numbers. And you know, there are certain people that don't even come here I don't even need to come here and really give you thorough explanations on what they've gone ahead to do onto the beautiful game of football. Luke Shaw's game by numbers versus Newport: 87 touches, 82% passing accuracy, 51 out of 62 passes completed, 5 out of 7 green duels won, 5 out of 5 tackles won, 2 early duels won, 2 clearances. Good to have him back. That is Luke Shaw for you. So I'm giving him an 8.5 out of 10. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. He really had a lot to do defensively. I like the way he inverted, but I think we lacked more crosses. You know, if we went ahead to get in 4 or 5 like Dallo, you know, in the box, I think would have gone ahead to do a lot. As I've always told you, we need to create more and more crosses into the 18 yards box area. Let's go to this central defense. Let's talk about Rafael Varane. Good. And I think he had a very poor game reading for the second goal. I've gone ahead to do better. But I think you credit the forward that went ahead to obviously burst into space to really meet that cross on the near post, you know, because Rafael Varane never went ahead to obviously think that there was a player going to come in through. So you at least blame the person who was supposed to read the run of that striker that scored the second goal to make it 2-2 at the beginning of the second half. So Varane takes a 7.5 out of 10 from me, but he saw to it that when he's with Lisandro Martinez, a lot goes right. Let's go to Lisandro Martinez, man returning from injury, played against Tottenham Hotspur. He had some 30 minutes, and yesterday he went ahead to play close to 90 minutes of the game, and he was taken off, and I think another player came on the field of play. Then his game by numbers: 88% passing accuracy, 87 touches, 64 out of 74 passes completed, 7 clearances. That is Lisandro Martinez for you. 3 long balls completed, 3 out of 3 duels won, 2 out of 2 tackles won, 1 key pass, 1 big chance created. The Butcher was back in the jersey of Manchester, and to me it takes a 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10 for me, because he really looked great. If you remember that chance that was created by Garnacho, and Garnacho went ahead to obviously hit that, I think it was this guy that released Garnacho, Lisandro Martinez. He went in for a line breaking pass, and it was an over top one, and the guy burst into space. That is who? It's none other than Garnacho. Garnacho burst into space and hit that ball, and it was denied to cross the line by the cross. But I thought he was self. He'd have gone to look in for Rasmus Højlund, because we had 3 people running into the 18 yards box area at the club of Manchester United. So Lisandro Martinez takes a 7.5 out of 10 for me. Then we go to the midfield. Casemiro returning with the bang, and whoever was really doubting his abilities, then you need to watch this lad a lot. Casemiro is back, and when he's back, a lot is going to happen for the club of Man United. Shielding the back four very well, having a busy bad alongside him that is really aggressive and relentless and talented. That is Kobe Mainoo. That is what Casemiro gets you. That is what Casemiro really gets you in such games. And we will all understand that Casemiro is a lad that is going to take us far and far and far and far when he obviously plays. And I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I really love the way he controlled the game, and that midfield control was really out of this world. That is Casemiro. If you go to Kobe Mainoo, very talented young lad, and his abilities are really exceptional. And I'm going to read you the stats of Kobe Menu game by numbers versus Newport. He had 100% ground duels won, 87% passing accuracy, 42 touches, 27 out of 37 passes completed, 4 L duels won, 1 key pass, 1 shot on target, 1 goal. And it was another excellent performance coming in from Kobe Menu, and really went ahead to do the needful, and he scored on his day. And this boy is just starting. He's just in Gear 1. Gear 1 is where this guy is, and trust me, he's going to really make it further and further and further and further. We go to the other guy. He goes by the names of... We go to the other guy, that is Bruno Fernandes Borges. Right, Bruno Fernandes Borges is the guy I want to see us talk about. Bruno Fernandes Borges is a very good player. He scored the first goal, and I think having Casemiro and Kobe Mainoo playing behind him gives him a lot of confidence, and he has to really do the job. And yesterday I saw him really maintaining what we call his positions. His position, the positional discipline has been really okay. I never saw him run to the right, run to the left, because if you're a central attacking midfielder, you have to keep yourself in the central axis of the pitch. You know, close those areas, let Garnacho do his job, and let Antony do his job, you know, because they're not going to hate to call for assistance. Most times, most of the goals they're going to hate to concede, it's because we lack that Bruno Fernandes tracking back, because when Bruno tracks back, that means Casemiro and Kobe Mainoo will also dive deep into the central defense and really see that we don't concede those goals. So Bruno Fernandes, 8 out of 10 for me. That is it. That's what I'm gonna get him. For him, scores a goal, and he was really good on the night. Then let's go to Antony. Antony was one of those players that people have not gonna hate to obviously give what we call a chance. And I really hate it, guys. I repeat it here. I said it during the match reaction that people have personal vendettas on players. Even if you hate a player, when he comes in through and puts in a very good performance, don't downplay it. Don't water it down. Let's admit that the guy had a very good game. That is it. I had one of my regulars comment in the comment section that this guy doesn't deserve to be at Man United. He's a flop because Erik ten Hag never brought on Amad Diallo. I really love Amad Diallo than I love Antony, but Antony went ahead to perform very well. In the 7th minute, he had an assist. Later, he gave us a lead. Then why criticize him? Give him his flowers and he performs well. And then, when he doesn't perform well, let's obviously criticize him. That's what we call an objective viewer, or an objective fan, or an objective analyst. So, what was his game by numbers? 88% passing accuracy, 58 touches completed, 35 out of 40 passes completed, 4 out of 7 ground duels won, 3 key passes, 2 out of 7 dribbles completed, 1 goal, 1 assist, Joga Bonito. That is it. So that is coming in from Statement Dave, and I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. You know, sometimes I just give it to him that way, because having gone ahead to really play for 7 months, no goal, no assist for you, I think this comes in as a very huge boost for the player and a New Year gift. And hearing the Mason Green performances down at Getafe, add on links to Olise, just sends a message to him that you need to pull up your stockings, because if you don't pull up your stockings, you are going to lose your position at the club of Man United. And you had it well from the guy known as Omar Berardi, the new CEO of Man United. He makes a statement that a player is only given 2 seasons. You get? A player is only given 2 seasons. If he doesn't prove himself in 2 seasons, they move him on and they get another player, because they don't have time to waste, you know? So when you really know that the CEO coming in through is going to give you 2 seasons only, then you have to perform to your best. Then let's go to Alejandro Garnacho, a player that I thought was really very wasteful, you know, very wasteful, and his decision making needs to improve. And that's why when he plays as a right forward, you see to it that his decision making is elite. That is it. Then Alejandro Garnacho, game by numbers, 76% passing accuracy, 64 touches, you know, 31 out of 41 passes completed, 3 ground duels won, 3 key passes, 2 out of 2 tackles won, 2 big chances created, and I think he gets a 7 out of 10 for me. I think he would have gone ahead to do better, and he needs to realize that sometimes the pass is better, and I don't want to see him really revert to what we are criticizing Rashford for. He's a very good player, but I think the decision making needs to change. He needs to make better decisions when he's really playing into that position. That is a Garnacho for you. After Garnacho, let's go to the man himself, who has gone ahead to make it 8 in his season at the club of Man United, scoring in 2 consecutive games. That is Rasmus Højlund. Having gone ahead to score against Tottenham Hotspur, he comes in through and really puts in another huge shift on the night. Now, look at the stats of this guy, Rasmus Højlund. 100% dribbles completed. Very, very exquisite when it comes to that. 41 touches, 19 out of 28 passes completed, 2 grand duels won, 1 shot, and 1 goal. That is Rasmus Højlund, and this is a message that he's sending to his fellow teammates that, please, why don't you feed me in? Get me chances, I'm going to score you goals if at all you want them. And I've told you that all of the 3 previous goals he has gone ahead to score against Aston Villa, Tottenham Hotspur, and Newport, he has not been fed in. He wins second balls and score those goals, meaning that this team needs to create for him like they did when you are playing against Wigan. 3 chances, he missed out on a hat-trick of chances, and that's what I want. That should be consistent. They should be looking out for him a lot. He takes an 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10 for me, and that is it. So we go to the substitutes. McTominay, 7 out of 10. Kambuala, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. He won 4 out of 4 ground duels when he came in through. Then they brought on Fosun Omori, 7 out of 10. Evans came on through, 7 out of 10. Harry Maguire, 7 out of 10. I think those are subs that Ten Hag went ahead to make, and for Ten Hag I get him a 7.5 out of 10. Then my man of the match is Antony. You can as well tell me who your man of the match is, but I believe Antony was the man of the match. An assist and a goal, no one deserves better than him. That is it. I sign out for now. See you later. Good morning. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, and the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Rock and David is my name. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm out.